Howdy folks, welcome back to Space Engineers 2. We're on the vertical slice 2.3, the D.A.D update. Drive, automate, and detonate. And as you can see, I am trying to get some lead here. I got a little bit of lead. There we go, almost 2K. I don't know how much this I need. I needed to upgrade some tools. So let's get about, say, 3 tons. There we go. And let's see if that'll let me upgrade my tools. And I'll show you what I got going on. I'm quite a ways underground. And I do want to escape the desert. Man, the forest and stuff looks so good. I am stuck in the desert. I did find some copper, as well as some lead. And also, Space Engineers crashes sometimes. It is an alpha. Stuff happens. I'll be back. Alright, I'm getting back in the swing of things. That just says that because I'm on Linux. I don't think it matters what your hardware is. It'll say that. I did open the debug menu one time to change the time of day, so it tells me that every time I load it up. But anywho, it is an alpha. Stuff breaks. And I don't know how many more episodes I'm going to do. I would like to get to the forested area and build a base, because that's cool. That's a goal. But I've been watching Splitsy and Qtratron and some other people, and the pistons, rotors, hinges, that kind of stuff is very, very basic, very weird in how it's set up. Like the velocity determines the power. Just the wheels are all wonky. So I'm kind of done with wheels. We're gonna make a ship, and we're gonna go find a forest. I'm hoping I can do that without crashing. We'll see how that works out. Get some more lead here, and then we'll drop a save. Get just a little over 3 tons. I think that should be plenty. All right. Save. Yes, please. It did this to me the other day. It crashed like right after I had started it up, and then I played some more for like an hour or so, and it never crashed again. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but can't get out of here. Somebody said roll, but that sometimes works. The terrain clearing mode isn't nearly as large as it used to be in the Space Engineers. Okay, we come out of here. Are we going to crash again? I think I went to hit tab to open my inventory. Is that what messed it up? Yeah, I got a ton of copper, a bunch of lead. That's probably way too much. But there was copper right here on this rock. So that's why I grabbed it. And there you can see is the little rover. We're going to actually tear down this rover. I just went exploring a little bit to try to find some lead, so mission accomplished. Got a little bit of copper as well. But you can see it just, yeah, the wheels are terrible. I'm over the rover. Someday, I'm sure they're going to be awesome. Where is there's my base. Like, it was over here somewhere. But right now is not that time. They're terrible. Why do I feel like I have no power at all? I emptied this thing out. Did it reset some wheels? Oh, acceleration is still on 5. All right, fine. We'll turn it all the way up. All I wanted to do is drive forward and turn. Now we're going up a 40-degree slope. I understand. It's steep. Come on. Come on. Turn. You need to go down this hill and up to the next one, and then you can get ground down for scrap. Whoa! Park. Alright, there we go. Turn off those lights. So I built somewhat of a base here just to kind of get started. I don't think I'm going to do the refinery, so I'm just going to delete that. But I've got some of the other kind of, basic stuff. I've got a bunch of cargo, and then I've got the assembler, I've got the smelter, I've got a gear forge, I've got a survival kit, which reminds me I need to set my spawn here. I need to do that here. There we go. Now I should respawn at this one. I'm not sure I'm even going to build up this big battery. I think I'll just grind that down. We're not going to do that. You can see I've built myself another little flyer. It's a little more efficient. So we're going to be using that probably to do some scouting if we need extra parts. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind this rover down. I'm going to wait till daylight so you all can see a little better. And then we're going to build a kind of a larger atmospheric ship so I can take some stuff with me because I've got quite a bit of stuff. And we're going to see how that works out. And also I'm going to make new tools. I really wish you could just pick which container it goes to, but all in due time, it is an alpha. I hear something working away. What are you building over there? What did I tell you to build? Electronic parts, apparently. Must have been waiting on copper? Maybe? I'm not sure. Anywho, I'm going to get busy. I'm going to grind this thing down so we have all those parts to use. And then I'm going to build a flying ship. Also, you have to turn these off every single time you load the game. Come on, Keen. I know it's an alpha, but come on. See you in a bit. You know, I was sitting here grinding on the rover and like realized you're an idiot. You should make new tools and then grind down the rover. So let's do that. I know it's dark, but around here in the base, you should hopefully be able to see what's going on. So if I want to make a Mark II version of these, we need lead bar. If I want to make a Mark III, we need magnesium bar. Now, I think I picked up magnesium bars. Can I pick up some of those? I have 6 magnesium bars. How many does it take for this? Oh, that's just for the welder. Oh, we need a permanent magnet for the grinder. I don't believe I've picked up any of those. Nope. Okay, well I can make Mark III of some stuff. But it looks like the Mark II is probably all I can do for the grinder. And you have to go up through, like each one takes the previous, if that makes sense. So I can make a Mark II by a lead bar and some turbine blades. So let's make some lead bars. Lead bar, we need 2 of those. And do I have turbine blades? I don't have turbine blades. Alright, we'll make some of those. Oops. There we go. And then if I put my Mark I grinder in here, anywhere, I should be able to make a Mark II grinder. Ta-da! Big brain move. There we go. I guess I probably could have just hit inventory on that. So now we have a Mark II grinder. And put it over there so it's in order, even though it doesn't really matter. Alright, and then for the Mark II welder, we need 2 lead bars and 2 wires. I think I have, yeah, I've got lots of wires, so we just need to make, I keep forgetting, I can just go to here. I need to make 2 more lead bars. So let's do that, and then we'll put our welder in there. You can say, make me a Mark II welder. One combustion chamber. Can I make a combustion chamber? Let's find out. Production, smelter, combustion chamber. Yeah, I can make one of those. It auto makes the other stuff, which is nice. Okay, and then I just need to go back to the gear forge. We have the magnesium bars. I just need a welder Mark II. which I just made, right? Actually, can I put that in the inventory through here? I think I can. Yeah, I should have just left that in there. Input. Production. Gear Forge. Mark III. Go. Need a platinum electrode. I don't think I've ran across those yet. That's pretty top tier. And then we need platinum electrodes also for the area welder. So I'm not sure where platinum is. It's out there somewhere. We'll have to find it. All right, now as far as drills go, 2 lead bars and 2 metal grids. Now if I just put my drill in here, will it make those automatically? Since it kind of seems to auto do stuff. Mark II. It will. All right, cool. So I guess I didn't need to make the lead bars. All right, and then a drill Mark III. Stainless steel. I don't know that I can make that. Stainless steel and a pressure pipe. Pressure pipe. Takes steel tube. I don't know that I can make a steel tube. Apparently I can. Oh, right, steel tube. That's just the basic tube. I was thinking that was something special. Okay, and then we go back over to the Gear Forge. And I needed what exactly? A pressure pipe. 2 stainless steel. I think I could just make that now. If I put my drill Mark II back in the input. Drill Mark III. Oh, we can't make stainless steel. Ooh. Okay, so I don't think we can do that. All right. Fair enough. Well, we have a pressure pipe now. What's it take to make stainless steel? It's obviously not in the smelter. It's not in. I wonder if we need the refinery for that, or some other piece. Am I missing a assembler? Fabricator. Yeah, so we don't have the refinery. I don't know if it tells you. Is there anyone in here I can see stainless steel? Nope. Yeah, I don't know how to make that. I think it requires materials we do not have, so that's fine. But anywho, I did get a grinder. Oh, it doesn't update your tool blocks, huh? All right. So what did I end up with? I ended up with a Mark. I don't even remember. Mark III 2.2. All right, got it. So Mark III welder, then a Mark II grinder, and a Mark II drill. Got it. Does this detect further out? I'm not sure. I think it would just drill faster, most likely. All right, can I tell difference with the Mark II? Yeah, that's noticeably faster. All right, I got lots of grinding to do, and I'll see you probably in the daylight. Hey, welcome back, folks. I've been out gathering resources here in the dark. Found some magnesium. It's kind of interesting looking. I'll bring you back in for just a second. My little scout ship is full. I'm gonna get a load of magnesium here and then head back to base. It is, I can't quite see the sky from here, but it's starting to get light. It should be light soon and we'll get started on this build. But I found some cobalt, some gold, and some magnesium. So I'm going to take that back to base. That way we will hopefully have enough parts. Also went and ground down the unknown signal. Got some stuff off of there. Got a few more bits and bobs. Anyway, ooh, there's copper right over there. I'll see you in a bit. Hey, look at that. Popped out of the hole and it's daylight. Also, we got some kind of weather moving in apparently. That's kind of cool. See if I can get my heavy self back to base. So I should have a marker. Yeah, there it is. One thing I did on this little scout or a scout flyer is I've got the front engines grouped so I can just cruise. Although, can we pull out of this? we are quite heavy. I just don't need to pull out. I was thinking I had to get over the mountain. I don't have to get over the mountain. Duh. I just have to get back over here. So yeah, it's a lot of trial and error to get those thrusters. You just have to turn them off one by one. That should improve, I would hope, in the future. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, she's heavy. Probably could do with a pair of the large thrusters, but I was trying to get away with making it a little more compact. And yeah, it mostly works. We are pretty much chock full of the cargo container. The connector and the cockpit don't have anything in them, but the cargo itself is basically stuffed full. There we go. Got a little bit of magnesium, some other stuff. Yeah, inventory full. I'm gonna dump all this in the big containers.
Inventory full.
Yeah, I know. Inventory is full. One thing I noticed is if you're dragging parts down and there's already that part in here, oops, it highlights it in yellow. That's kind of handy. All right, put you in there. Okay, this little guy works well. What's your battery doing? Still at 81%. Nice. I had to charge it up to like 95% or so. That lasted pretty well. Turn off that. Turn off all the engines. Still something is using a lot of power. So I put that on fill. Then it won't use any power. I'm using one of the event controllers, so when it docks, it turns stuff off. That's kind of handy. Actually, with the sun coming up, maybe I should just put this guy back on charge. Put you on auto, and then turn thrusters back on. Unpark. Got a little connector over here. What I haven't built yet is a camera. Do we even have cameras? I think we do have cameras, maybe? Actually, I don't even know. But in SE2, if you get close, it'll pull you in. I need to lower the strength, if that's even a thing. Alignment speed. Turn that down to like 0.1. See if that's a little less violent. Wow. That didn't seem to do much. All right, well, we'll just leave that alone. So anyway, the event controller turns the batteries on charge, turns everything else off, and yeah, it's good to go. So for power here on the base, we don't have a ton. I do have a solar panel. I've got a couple wind turbines. Battery. Yeah, it's basically the flyer sucking all the power out. That's okay. We'll get it recharged. That's our little lifeline to go explore around. But let's build another ship. I kind of want to build I kind of want to build a hydrogen ship. Then I might have to use the scout to go get ice. But yeah, I think I will build a hydrogen ship. That'll be the ship we can use to go around and get into space, etc. So if I say new grid, why are you so far away? How do I make you not far away? Control C. No, I don't want mass thruster. I want you. Okay, I can control scroll apparently. It says rotation, but it brings it closer with the scroll wheel. So let's do that. This can be our cockpit. Is that high enough up? That might not be high enough up. Let's get rid of that. New grid. Not 40 miles away. And the alignment is going to be gravity. There we go. All right, let's get some steel plate and whatnot. Is it shift click? Control click for 100. All right, let's grab some of those. Some of those.
Inventory full.
Oh, that's the wrong button. There's the orange I was talking about. There we go. That should maybe get us started. These don't need to be complete. Alright, so we need electronic parts and some glass. Let's get that cockpit welded up and then we'll kind of build from there. New welder speed is nice. This is going to be hydrogen. Let's get our cargo though. Gotta remember where everything is. Let's rotate you around. Let's have our cargo on there. And then I'm not sure I have tanks. That's a rather large tank, isn't it? That's a little too big. I don't know how much those hold. Do I want 2 tanks? I'm not even sure. I don't even know how many cargo containers I want. See, how big is... That's pretty big. All right. Let's do that. Those face them down. So I mess this up every time. Why is it not? I don't understand this game. It'd be weird. It doesn't symmetry off of this because reasons. That ain't right. Oh, dang it. Yeah, this game needs some serious help. Alright, it will symmetry off that now for whatever reason. If I come back here and I do tanks, don't need symmetry for that. It'll do cargo on the sides. Let's do like 3 tanks. Now it'll do symmetry for reasons. I kind of want to go one back further, so let's do... Let's do a cargo back here. We'll also have cargo on the sides here. And then will 4 thrusters be enough? I'm not sure. Some testing is required. Somehow I got the giant thruster. Oh, I forgot to turn the symmetry on. There we go. Symmetrical again. So that's kind of the basic layout. And we can add to that. So let's get some batteries. Oh, batteries facing that way. Let's have the batteries on the back, I think. Do I even need big batteries since it's not electric? That's a good question. I might be able to get away with just the little batteries. Since it's hydrogen powered. All right, obviously we're going to need some other thrusters. Is there a way to get these? I need an adapter. Do I have an adapter? Conveyor adapter end. Yes. So if I did that, that's some serious thrustage right there. I'm not sure I want the cockpit there. I was going to do that though. I think that's a little overkill. Let's instead do, we need some kind of little like, yeah, like these guys. Like that. Or gonna bother me that those aren't pointed the same direction. Doesn't matter at all. How many do I need in each direction? That's the question. I mean, we can make it'd be super maneuverable with this many thrusters. I don't think it needs this many up front though. You get some on the back as well. So was that was a number 8, I think. Hard to see under here. Okay, that gets us the side. It gives a little bit of look to that. And then I want some of the bigger boys naturally back here, I think. Gonna do so I did that. They can feed off of each other. Suit energy is low. The lady's not wrong. This is all just spitballing. I think that kind of makes it too wide, doesn't it? What if we did that? You never have too much down thrust when you're landing on a planet, so we'll throw those on. And we maybe do want to do the stopping power inside here. So let's say 4.8. I don't know. I don't like to be that close to the cockpit. I keep going back and forth. If we did that instead. I guess it's 5 per side. Let's just go ahead and do 6. Alright, we need some gyros. We need a lot more stuff on here, but that's a start, I think. I think everything's plumbed up. I just don't know if that's enough hydrogen tanks. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. Don't need those anymore. I'm over the rover. Turn those around. Those need to come down just a bit. That didn't work out. Oh, because it's wider than that. Got you. Alright, we won't use those. Do we have a different size of that? We do not. Okay. Don't necessarily want to use the light armor blocks. Don't necessarily want to use those either. Where's my... Do I have truss on here? Yeah. If we did something like that, and then... That's a little too much. It's a little bit below the nozzles. I think that could work. And we need one up front. It's a little hard to tell what's going on here. So that's in the way. Got it. Yeah, it's kind of in the way of getting a landing gear on there. I can always move it. Let's stick one there as a temporary landing gear. Alright, needs a lot more detailing, needs a lot more parts. I need to get a set of gyros in here somewhere, which is number 9. I think 6 small would be enough. We can add more if we need to. I need an O2H2 gen. That is on here, I thought. Is it 5? Yeah, O2H2 generator. We have a couple different sizes of those. That has a small port, so it could fit on those guys, or it could fit up top, perhaps. Don't have any piping up here. That's a mistake. Wait a second. Oh, that's the batteries. Yeah, we're going to move the batteries. So I need some plumbing up here. So if we go back to 4 and we have our conveyor short, do I need a conveyor. Need the adapter. Was that number 7? Ah, there we go. So we do that, and we put our O2H2s up here. Like that. It's getting a little tall up here, but maybe make a fin or something out of it. So I put them on the bottom. It's a little, I think it's a little too close. Could put them on the sides. It's getting a little wide at that point, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's getting a little wide. I don't like it sticking up that far back here. Alright, we're going to have to do gyros somewhere else. Let's get our adapter back. It's going to be really tall, isn't it? I can't decide. Five. That's our two options, though. We got ginormous or not ginormous. And there is only one little connector on there, isn't there? Yep. Wow. That is ugly. Nope. All right. I'll have to figure something else out. I don't like how that looks, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get kind of what we got here welded up. We still need some kind of power generation. We don't have hydrogen engines, so it's going to have to be solar. Do have some weapons. I don't know if we necessarily need those, but all right. I'm going to do some welding, and I'll be back. I really wish I had the area welder, but we got to go to space, I think, to get that stuff. So I'll weld away with my Mark III, and I'll be back in just a bit. Well, I'm not done welding yet, but we had some weather move in, so thought I'd fire the camera back up. I made a little mistake. It fell over. That's okay. We'll carry on. Grab 100 of those, and I think we need some electronic parts as well. So a little bit of redesign going on here. Discovered I couldn't weld up the landing gear when they were on those girder things. So I'm building like a support structure on the ship to hang stuff off of. That's kind of the route I'm going at the moment. It did fall over, like I said, because I made an oopsie. We need metal grids. I put another support pillar down. Thought it was in the ground. It wasn't. It wasn't part of the ground, so that's why that's the way it is. Metal grids. Is that all the metal grids I have? I'm going to need more metal grids. But it's starting to take shape. I'm getting there. The problem I'm going to run into is I'm going to run out of time to record this episode, I think. So if I don't get this ship done, please forgive me. I've got to go pick up my daughter here in a moment. I'm not sure I'm going to have time. Whoa! Between now and when this is supposed to come out. Well, crap. So we'll see. I would like to get this flyable in this episode, but it's already turned into a long episode. So. Anywho, we got some foggy kind of stuff going on. Some debris blowing around. I don't notice those spinning any faster. But it's something different, so I thought I would show it off. Now it's a little hard to walk. This is another problem with the Alpha. It's like if stuff's at an angle, you can't walk on it. It's just all kinds of weird. Alpha gun Alpha. See you in a bit. Maybe. Well, folks, darkness has fallen again, unfortunately. But I think the ship is pretty much functionally complete. I've been starting to do a little bit of detailing. It's kind of blocky and ugly right now, but it's got some potential, I think. I've nicknamed it the Tortoise. But it's got everything I think that we need. It's got, you know, gyros, went with a battery. I've even got an oxygen tank on there. A couple solar panels to recharge the battery when we're not flying around. Well, I guess even when we're flying around. You know what I mean, to recharge it. And I've been trying to kind of use some of the new girders and panels and whatnot to kind of make it look more cool. So when I put the solar panels on, I had to move those thrusters over. But I think it's functionally complete. So I think between episodes, I'm going to take the little ship out and I'm going to try to get a bunch of ice. And then if I can get enough ice in this to fly it, you know, to the ice, we could really fill it up. But I don't know how far away the ice is. I'm gonna have to go do some scouting, and we'll see. But this is the tortoise. It needs a lot more detail work. I don't really know. I'm not that familiar with Space Engineers 2 and hydrogen engines. This may be complete overkill. I'm not sure. We will find out. Anyway, I'm running out of time to record. So here in the next week or so, I'm going to try to do some scouting in the little ship, get some ice, get some power to this bad boy. But it is pretty much welded up. The rest is just kind of detailing. I do have one engine back there that I couldn't get to. But that's fine. That's just an extra. So yeah, I think it's good to go. Pretty happy with how it turned out so far. It's a little blockier than I wanted, but I'm a pretty terrible ship designer. But I'm trying new things with the new pieces, so we'll see how it turns out. That'll be it for this one, though. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.